there is like some people just are more naturally gifted for charisma. And again, when I talked about dating earlier, a lot of guys are trying to put on a show. That advice is good for people that naturally are a bit more charismatic, where they need to kind of just be a bit more chill. Don't be too try hard, kind of hold back and let the kind of girl come forward. Some guys just are like so boring to listen to. It's like watching paint dry. Like I saw this ad. It was like a political ad. And I'm like, who is listening to this guy? He is so damn boring. Holy shit. So if that's you, if you're the freaking guy that's boring, you start talking and people tune out and people are like, when is this guy going to shut up? Then you need to work on that. So obviously when you talk about things that you like and you can create, really what it is in Enter the Dragon by Bruce Lee, he was in the very beginning, he had this pupil that was asking him for advice and he was doing some combo. And, Bruce Lee was like, no, like again, or whatever. And he said, you're missing emotional content. So the way to be more charismatic is actually to sort of get into your body and feel the emotions. There's something called energy transference. If I am feeling really, really good, then automatically that energy and that feeling is going to transfer onto you. And if I'm feeling amazing passion talking about something, that's going to transfer to you. And it's also going to transfer to the viewer. I know a video is going to hit when I feel those emotions when I'm saying it. And then sometimes, if I have to do a video a lot over and over and over again, and it's coming out mechanically, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to be good. So you want to create that feeling of passion or of energy or even of anger. If you're speaking about something that frustrates you, you don't want to hide those emotions. You want to actually kind of connect with those emotions. And that will be way more powerful. I mean, I had a video and it was extremely successful as an ad. And it was like the Who Else video. And I felt all those emotions. I'm like, who else? Who else is showing blood work, DEXA scans, elite lifts? Who else? And I wasn't like saying it in a salesy way. I was saying it like literally like Brad Pitt in Troy. Is there no one else? And that shit worked. So you have to actually like get into your body, feel the emotions. And as you talk, let that feeling come out. You do not have to be the most slick speaker in the world. You can stumble a little bit. You can mess up a little bit, but you have to be real. Yeah. And that's the key. If you're real, then people will pay attention. And human beings were hardwired to pay attention when they feel like there's some emotion spike. If there's a spiked emotion, I want to pay attention. Some anger, why is he angry? Or like, what's he so excited about? Or what's he sad? Like, so we draw into emotions. And so in your content, if you can create, one of the best emotions would be enthusiasm. When you feel really enthusiastic, your brain sort of gets wired into being like, oh, this is really, really important. Look how enthusiastic he is. This is important, It's like almost like a cognitive bias. And so whereas when you speak very bored, your brain is like, he could be telling me exactly how not to get murdered tonight, some serial killer, but I'm like, I don't care. He sounds bored, so this is not important. Or here, someone be talking about how to make $100 million or whatever, or there's buried treasure over here, but you're like boring. So in order for humans to pay attention, you have to create the emotion to connect them to listen. And this is also why school is bullshit, right? Because most of these teachers are just going through the motions. They're not engaged. They're not enthusiastic. They're not passionate. If everyone was to be honest, they probably can think of one teacher they actually liked. One. At most.
And that was the one with enthusiasm.
That was the one that was enthusiastic. And you actually loved going to class and you actually were motivated. And he actually explained why this was important. And your brain bought in. When your brain buys in, you listen, you learn, and your IQ is like activated. When your brain is not bought in, you're literally working on 20% of your intelligence. And so this is why school is bullshit, is that most of these teachers are just showing up to get through the day. They're not showing up to learn. And there's no incentive plan where if a teacher is better, there's no benefit for them. So the model is pretty much broken, where there's great teachers that can be amazing and get the same result as dog shit teachers. And so it's really not their fault, but the incentive plan is sort of broken. If they had a way to actually test students' engagement and how much they're applying themselves and how much they're excited to come to class, and then have bonuses in relation to that, and then if kids are completely disenfranchised, they're bored, then they're or just they get a flat and they only, people would be much better off.